So when I look at your backswing, okay, we have dealt with club face issues for many, many years now. But this wrist is giving you massive problems now. Now you haven't played much golf. It's fine. But if you keep getting that club face open, that slice is going to be an issue for you when the clubs get longer, right? I've known you for a long time, and you were an athlete. So with the shorter irons, you are able to release, square, and save it and hit a pretty good shot. But as the club gets longer, the slice gets tree-worthy, you know. But to put yourself in a position where you don't have to save it, it's not really that much of an ask what we're going to have you do. It's just going to be a little bit different and uncomfortable for you, right? You like to extend the wrist. Here, set up real quick. You like to get the club going behind you and match it with your wrist doing this. So you see how that FootJoy label is curling up in your backswing? And then you roll behind you. But at this point, that club face is wide open. If we just come down to the golf ball, not doing anything, we're in a lot of trouble, right? Okay. So you see this position here? Yeah. Now, when you look at that, that wrist is a lot flatter. So correct?
You want this
to stay flat.
This away from me.
Sure. If we could keep it staying flat, there you go. Keep going up to the top. Beautiful. Stay there. Now, watch this. We just come down. Where's that club face pointed?
Well, now it's closed.
Well, it's dead at the target.
Well, yeah, but see, this is where
without releasing it, it's square.
I can't. Without releasing it.
So you have this feel of the face being wide open and needing to just flip everything as hard as can be. Oh. Trying to kill me there, but we survived it. Trying to throw it down as hard as you can, right? When we can get in here and just make this motion and then let it release around us post-impact, okay? That's what I want you to really get in there and try and do. All right, keep it there. That's much better. Now, go ahead and grab a golf ball real quick. Try and take it back, keeping it square. Good. Good. Take it back. Beautiful. Try and start over again, set up, try and get that feel and hit a ball. Way less time. You still had your release through impact, but if you notice that one overhooked. It did not go anywhere left to right. So that's the feel you want. You just have to learn how to control that release through impact. Not yet. We'll move into that in a little while.
So release after I make impact.
Yep. Slow down the release. Beautiful shot. Nice little draw. So when you get in here, right, you can just, actually you can hold the club. I'm gonna build the feel. So we're just gonna take a couple little half hip backswings, okay? So grip the club. When we're working through impact, we want to get the feel that our hands are not flipping and releasing hard, okay? There's going to be some rate of closure, but if you look at players, if the club face is under control at the top, the rate of facial closure is going to happen over a long period of time, okay? So it doesn't have to be this big whoop, last second. If you're coming in here with a wide open club face and you're getting down to the golf ball and you're in here and you have to say, uh-oh, I got to get this face squared by here, that's going to be a hard, fast release. So go ahead and set up. The feel is just going to be in here that we are just turning down, turning down, turning down. See how there's nothing happening out of the hands? There is technically some release in there, but it's just minimal. And you hold it, and then here, the club will just work around you up to the top of your backswing. Does that make sense? So the way you build that feel, I'm going to have you, don't worry about where this goes, okay? Just set up to it. Just give me a little half backswing back to about your hip. Go ahead and just bun it out. Good. Now you see how that's a little 2-yard draw? Okay, give me another one of those. That's perfect. Nice little bun out. Beautiful. Now that's how you build the face consistency over and over again, just hitting a few of those. Perfect. So, all right, I'm gonna have you stand just to the side of that camera and I'm gonna borrow this. I'm gonna do it righty here, okay? So we were looking at your golf swing. Now, there's a lot of things that you do really well, okay? when you get up to P3, which is lead arm parallel in the backswing, you're in an incredibly good position, right? It's 2 or good. But then from there, your body just stalls, it stops turning, and you lift your arms and kind of go back towards the golf ball, and then pull down pretty steep. There's some timing elements in there. You start adding loft to the golf ball. You don't really get the compression you want. So we're gonna try and change how you finish your backswing, okay? That's it. So when I get up to P3, okay, you're getting your chest turning. That's good. But I want you to feel that the final piece of your backswing is just your chest getting a big turn. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay? So there's no lift of my arms, okay, without movement in my chest. So come on in here real quick. Grab this club. Now go ahead and set up. Turn the club back to P3. Right here, okay? Well, we'll get a little bit more hinge later on. Okay. Now, you're actually not that turn. You're about right here, okay? From right here, leave your arm alone and finish strike. Now, do you see how deep your hands got at the top of your backswing when we did that? Okay? See how they're not up here anymore? That's the feel we want. Now, you're gonna feel that crank really in this trail hip. Does that make sense? You see how much that hip is turned?
Yep.
Okay? That's a good movement, so set up again. Now take that club just back to P3 and stop. Up here. Boom. And then feel the exaggerated turn the rest of the way. There you go. Boom. That makes sense?
Yep.
That a good feel for you?
It's good.
Okay. So here's how I want you to practice it. Go ahead and set up with a golf ball. Take the club up to P3, just to P3, lead arm parallel. Good. Now, crank the rest of your turn. Good. Turn and hit it. Good. Okay. So go ahead and set up. No, you don't need a ball. You don't need a ball. Now, we were talking about how the change we need with you is just how you move from P3 to P4.
Right.
Okay? And we're going to feel that in your thoracic spine. Okay? So go up to P3. Okay. Now, you're going to feel as you're turning that your thoracic spine is actually getting a little bit of extension, right? So you're here, well, in this position, and then you're just going to get some extension the rest of the way. So it's moving up, wow, and that's pushing your trail shoulder, you know, up and back to the top, and that's going to pull your arm up, okay? I deal with a lot of players who get here, and they think all the movement up to the top, even players that break down and go long, a lot of them do that because they think from here, it's just arms, right? And then you'll see that arm start breaking down and everything. If you're a good player, you can get to P3 and just complete that movement of the arms. I'm just gonna turn you, leave your arms alone. Yeah. You didn't do anything to the arms there. So you can get your arms set by P3, right around P3, and then turn the rest of the way, and you're gonna be in a really good position. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.